told your friend you're not okay.
Last week on JeepAdventures, the group heads up to Big Bear for an epic weekend of camping, good food, great memories. While in the area, they ran across a ton of wildlife around every corner. But while out on the trail on Gold Mountain, they hit a few problems, and that's where the story's going to take off.
As fade to gray, as you fade away.
I just break my own.
So we leave off where Eric was having some bad noises coming out of his rear end. Well, we're getting into it to find out what happened.
Oh, buddy, that's a whole tooth. There's like four more teeth right there.
Yeah, someone needs to be in there because it's downhill.
Yeah.
With the bad news, let's see if we can cheer him up with some good food.
So today we're gonna make pizzas again because it worked out that great last time. So let's get started. Attribution, baby.
We're going to add some pepperoni to this 4-cheese pizza to spice it up a little. We're simply going to place the pizza on the grate on the scuttle and cook it that way.
Best part. Gotta test the food. Pepperoni, thick slice, like about 1/8 inch cut. Great snacking, even though it's not very healthy. Looking forward to pizza. It's gonna be good.
The rest of the group decided to just relax a bit, enjoy the cool weather and the shade. How does that look?
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Well, as the night nears, Ginger's the first to show up on Friday night. She's going to get the fire going for us because it is getting cold and mighty quick. Sitting by the fire, talking about what worked out and some of the things that didn't. Going to get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, we woke up to a beautiful day, a little chilly, but up in the mountains, sort of what you want. Today, we're heading to Holcomb Creek. First thing we do is lock those hubs through the creek, and then off into the rocks to start what's going to be a legendary day. Today's group is going to comprise of several stock vehicles and several people first time off-roading. So our work's going to be cut out for us, but it's what makes this fun. It's just sharing the adventures that we take for granted. Let's get the group moving. It's a good thing I'm a better driver than I am at walking. I overheard Jeff talking in the background. Listen for yourself.
My apologies for leading you guys into Holcomb Creek on your first rock crawling.
Was an apology needed?
Yeah, it's a little far
Let
off
me
the
know.
side. I'd have him back out. Turn towards the hill now.
It's truly amazing what these vehicles can do with a good spotter. This one's a little my bad, as the next vehicle is a 392 completely stock. The driver, Manuel, is also brand new, first time on the trail. But just watch along.
Well, we made it to the beginning of the trail. Today we're running Holcomb Creek, and it's one of the hardest trails in the mountain range. I tell people it is probably the hardest required lines trail on the mountain range. Obviously Dishpan's difficult, and there's a couple other ones like Matino. But overall, the required lines on this one are much harder in my opinion. Rocks are bigger, and there's just nowhere to get around. It's a beautiful day. Perfect wheeling weather. Let's get moving. I see how you keep track of all your dents.
Yeah, exactly, huh?
Well, I lost track of the times that they've happened.
After a few minutes of telling the stories about the legendary West Gatekeeper we've completed, the group is ready to get moving again. But don't forget to look around, because there are some beautiful sights on this trail. It's one of the reasons I like this trail so much. Just imagine what it was like before the fire. And we're moving again. we made it to what could be said the hardest obstacle on the mountain range that is required in a trail. The middle rock garden on Holcomb Creek is full of 3 to 4 foot boulders. Problem is they're always wet, which means your tires slide around and can get you into trouble real quick, just like what happens to me. Jeff decided to give us a play-by-play.
I feel rocks touching everything right now. The rear diff, the slider on the left. Oh, I feel it on the front diff too. We're perfectly in a hole. We're surrounded by 3 sides cradling us. Oh, that was the front. Now that was the rear diff. So this is like some kind of Austin Powers 30-point turn we're trying to do.
All it ended up taking is a rock in the right spot, and we were able to drive out. Now, we have to get the rest of the group through, see how this works out. Some of these Jeeps are very stock and very low. Kim taking the second hardest line, make it look real easy, and got the group's confidence up after, well, I brought it down. With Jennings being our lowest vehicle, this was the one those were concerned about. Jennings decided to take the, well, not the easiest line, but we're not going to stop her because we're out here to have fun. And with that slide, she was stuck. So what we need to do is we're going to get Ginger around, let her winch sideways to get her back on the right path. So while we were trying to winch, a group of motorcycles pulled up and decided they don't have the common courtesy to wait for us to finish what we're doing. This group was very beginner and took them about 30 minutes to get their 4 bikes through the group. It took us only seconds to winch and get us off the trail. The whole group was through in less than 10 minutes. Just be polite, guys. Understand. Off-roading is everybody. Doesn't matter if you're a motorcycle or car. Wait your turn.
Okay. Hi.
Well, after the motorcycles finally got out of the way, we were able to put the winch back on Jennings and pull her out in a matter of 20 seconds. It was a simple pull, and once she was back on the line, she was able to finish the trail by herself with no help. Pretty awesome watching a stock Jeep do this trail.
That's the Rubicon red.
With Jennings clear, it's time for the rest group to hit the rock garden.
One more counter steer back. Hard, 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 hard. Slow next time. Slow it. Come on. Turn that way. Passenger. Passenger. Other passenger. Other way. Passenger seat right.
Other way. Other way.
Hey, do it better, man.
Pug getting through the rocks, that signals for us to try to walk carefully back to our Jeeps and have some lunch really quick.
Taking for the CJ specifically.
So we got everyone through the rock garden. There was like some excitement going on. We had some new drivers, but you know what? Just go slow, put it in drive or manual 1, and if you take your foot off the brake, the Jeep will actually naturally increase the RPMs until the Jeep starts moving. It's a good trick to know, so you don't have to throttle. Just put in first gear, and you can always do is ride the brake. You just lay off the brake, and the Jeep will start moving. You can push the brake, and it'll calm back down. Take your foot off the brake, and it'll start moving again. It's a cool trick to know. Well, it's lunchtime. Well-deserved lunch, and everyone is here needs to calm down a little bit before we start going on the trail because there's more obstacles ahead, and they just don't know it yet. Let's enjoy lunch. I'll get moving.
Have you ever seen the Chariot of the Off-Road Gods? Drive this trail, see for yourself. It only seemed like minutes went by, but we were already at the eastern gatekeeper and caught up to their group. Now we just need to get everyone through it and then decide what we're going to do next. With the group finishing up and it being only 2:30, there's still enough time to do another trail, but we can't go far, and last thing we want to do is get stuck on a trail at dark. So we decided there's a trail close by that we rarely do, and that's White Mountain. If you haven't done White Mountain though, this is a great trail. Stock vehicles can do it. There is a couple spots for, well, more built vehicles to test themselves and see what kind of courage you really have when it comes to trusting your vehicle. Well, we're working our way up the hill already, and it's just stunning views one after another. That is one of the cool things about this trail. It's just enjoying the beauty, enjoying the white rocks. I mean, it's called White Mountain for a reason, right? Well, we're moving along. Let's just enjoy the scenic view of this trail. As we worked our way up, we were actually able to hear another Jeep group all the way down in San Diego talking about the trails they're doing and what their plans were. But when I just turned my Jeep off right here, I was so low on gas, I had to roll back down the hill to get it restarted. Even being fire-ravaged hillsides, still pretty beautiful. And we made it to the top, one of the peaks.
Hundreds feet, 7,700 feet, but it feels really high.
So far. Krispy Kreme, 3-minute Krispy Kreme stop. So we decided to head up to one of the peaks of White Mountain. There's two peaks on White Mountain. There's like an east and west, north, south, however you want to look at it. And they're equal height, as weird as it is. So we're on one of them. This is the farthest to the west. And then there's the one east, which is where Suicide Hill is. It's very beautiful up here. Must stop. Usually it's windy, but we got no wind at all right now. It makes it real nice. Enjoy the views though.
With the day growing long and still Suicide Hill ahead of us, we decided to get moving so we get back to camp at a relatively comfortable time for happy hour and dinner.
Oh my god, Suicide Hill! Ah.
If you've never attempted Suicide Hill, there's only a few things you need to do to get up, and that's low tire pressure and carry a little bit of momentum. But once you're up top, the views are worth it. I mean, just look back and look at Lizard Valley. Stunning, isn't it? With the day getting long, the fuel pump stressing me out, maybe in some gas fumes, I think I was losing it.
Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? Don't you want some tacos? Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? Don't you want that Krispy Kreme?
I needed to get that out of my system. With the end of the trail in sight, we knew happy hour was around the corner and some good Scotto dinner. Well, dinner was amazing. The campfire was even better. It was a good day on the trail. Well, it's Sunday morning. Time to cook some amazing breakfast. Today, I'm going to do something a little different, as we're going to make French toast. When I make French toast, I don't do thin slices. I cut a loaf of bread into 3 pieces and make giant French toast. Look at that. Does that not look good?
All right, here you go, Kim. Here's yours.
Thank you.
With that amazing breakfast, it was time to head out and go home. Please comment, like, share. Tell us what you like to do. If you see us on the trail, say hi. Invite us to wheel with you. Well, be safe. See you on the trail.